Hello everyone. Welcome to our lecture on environmental and ecosystem studies. Today we begin a journey to understand how the natural world works and why it's so important to protect it, especially in the 21st century. In this lecture, we'll explore ecosystems, the impacts humans have on the environment, and the solutions we can use to live more sustainability. Let's start with a basic question. What is the environment? The environment is everything around us. It includes biotic factors, which are living things like plants, animals, and bacteria. It also includes abiotic factors or non-living things like air, water, sunlight, and soil. Together, these components form the foundation of life on Earth. Now that we know what the environment is, let's look at ecosystems. An ecosystem is a community of living organisms interacting with their non-living environment. Examples include forests, grassland, deserts, and oceans. Every ecosystem has key components. First one is producers, which make their own food. Second one is consumers, which eat other organisms. Third one is decomposers, which break down dead matter. Moving towards producer, the foundation of life. Producers are the base of every ecosystem. These are organisms like plants that create their own food through photosynthesis. They use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to make sugar and release oxygen. This process supports all life by producing food and clean air. Next, we have consumers, organisms that can't make their own food, so they eat other things like herbivores, eat plants, for example, like animal like deer. Second one is carnivorous, which eats other animals, for example, lion. Third one is omnivores, eat both plants and animals like human. Fourth one is detritivores. Examples feed on dead matter and help clean up the ecosystem. Moving towards decomposers, which called as nature's recyclers. Decomposers are crucial for ecosystems. They break down dead organisms and waste, recycling nutrients back into the soil. Examples include bacteria, fungi, and earthworms. Without them, nutrition wouldn't return to the soil for plants use. Now let's see how energy flows in an ecosystem. A food chain shows a simple path of energy from like plant to herbivore to carnivore. But nature is more complex. So we often see a food web, which includes many connected food chains. Each step in this system is called a trophic level. Now, moving towards human impact on ecosystems. Unfortunately, human actions are harming ecosystems. First one is deforestation. In deforestation, it's destroying 18 million acres of forest every year. Second one is pollution. Pollution is dumping 8 million tons of plastic into our oceans annually. Third one is climate change. In that, heat is eating the planet, leading to more floods, droughts, and fires. These problems threaten wildlife and our own survival. To solve these problems, we need sustainability, meeting our needs without harming the planet for future generations. There are three main areas. First one is environmental, where protecting nature and resources. Second one is social, in that making sure all people have good quality of life. Third one is economic, building strong economies that last without destroying the environment. Now, moving towards taking actions for a sustainable future. So, what can we do for sustainable future? First one is reduce, reuse, and recycle to cut down on waste. Second one is conserve natural areas and resources. Third one is educate others about the importance of protecting the environment. Each small action we take can lead to big changes. Let's wrap up our introduction to the environment and ecosystem. Remember, everything in nature is connected. By understanding how ecosystems work and how we affect them, we can all play a role in creating a healthier, more sustainable world. Let's keep exploring and protecting our planet. Thank you.